2019 Australian Sailing Hall of Fame inductees, Magnus and Trygve Halvorsen. Trygve 1920 to 2014 and Magnus 1918 to 2015 are among the most successful ocean racers ever to have sailed out of Australia. Their record performances in the Sydney to Hobart yacht race are unlikely to be broken and stand beside their unquestioned distinction in boat building, yacht design and ocean racing navigation. Trygve joined the Cruising Yacht Club of Australia in its infancy in 1946 and later served on the board of directors and as Rear Commodore in 53 and 54. Magnus joined in 1947 and had an active role on the safety committee. Both brothers became members of Royal Sydney Yacht Squadron in 1952, having crewed there as teenagers in the 1930s. The brothers were true pioneers of what was to become modern-day boat designing, with their boats achieving great success, particularly in the Sydney Hobart yacht race, with 5 overall wins: Solvig in 1954, Anitra 5, 57, and then in 63, 64 and 65 with the Great Freya, plus 5 second-place finishes. Their first ocean racer, Saga, finished second place in the 1946 Sydney to Hobart, and their second yacht, Peer Gynt, an 11-metre double-ender, took third in 1947 and 2 successive firsts in the 48 and 49 Trans-Tasman races. The Halvorsens found great success in their next yacht, Solvig, with Trygve as chief designer. A lighter boat was crafted with a separate rudder and shorter keel. The rewards were immediate, with a win in the 1951 Trans-Tasman race and line honours, second on corrected time, in the 1953 Sydney to Hobart. The design of Solvig progressed to Anitra 5 and then changed direction with Freya. The yacht had a vertical rudder and long straight keel. It chalked up an impressive Sydney to Hobart race record, a hat-trick of successive first places on handicap from 63 to 65.
Freya's owner-skippers, Magnus and Trygve Halvorsen, had this to say about the race.
Well, gentlemen, congratulations on winning the handicap for the second time. I suppose you're rather thrilled about it.
Well, it is. It's a very difficult thing to do.
And this is your second time, of course. We'll see you here again.
Oh, yes, we have to be down again next year.
And tell me, there's been a bit of talk about the trouble getting out of the heads when they were with all the pleasure craft. How did you find it?
We put up with it because it's such a wonderful thing for the public to see that I don't think any yachtsman really minds.
Freya was in Australia's first team to challenge for the Admiral's Cup in England in 1965, contributing to Magnus and Trygve being awarded the title of Ampol Australian Yachtsman of the Year in 65 and 66. Magnus went on to win the Sydney Hobart race again in 1974 as the navigator on Love and War, and took line honours twice, in 71 on Kioloa 2 and in 75 on Kioloa 3. Outside their feats in the Sydney Hobart, the brothers in 1961 and 62 also became involved in the first Australian challenge for the America's Cup, with both crewing on Greatle, built by the Halvorsen firm. The legacy of the brothers, who designed, built, operated, and ultimately won on global level, is unparalleled. Their designs have stood the test of time, with their boats Anitra 5 and Solvig winning the CYCA Great Veterans Race in 2018 and 19 respectively. Magnus and Trygve Halvorsen, Australian Sailing Hall of Fame inductees in 2019.